It's 10 p.m. and we are outside of Zombee Donuts here in Fullerton, California. Now, this donut shop isn't your typical mom and pop's place. It's more like your mom's and abuela's spot. And we're actually gonna get to chat with Vanessa, the founder of Zombee Donuts. And this business has been here since 2014, so it's been going on for over a decade. People clearly love it, so let's go check it out. So, you are Vanessa.
I am Vanessa.
You are the owner of Zombee Donuts.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about your role here, how you got to establish this donut shop for yourself.
So it's actually me and my mom. We're business partners. I always say I'm the donut lady and she's the everything else lady. I have the experience of being a baker. Since I was 15, I've worked in a kitchen. I'm in charge of the bakers. Anytime we have like a special order or anything, I'm literally the one who's involved in the donut making process.
No, you're the heart and soul of this place, right?
Oh,
you're
thank
literally
you.
making the donuts in and of themselves. I've never made a donut before.
Well, I'm excited to teach you. It's gonna be
Okay.
a lot of fun. And I've trained a lot of people, so you are in good hands, I promise.
Okay.
I have your apron for you.
Thank you.
And we'll get started. Usually like with the donuts, you want to keep it a little bit thicker. So our dough is pretty like, it's not too crazy. We already flattened it. So you're just gonna kind of, so you flour the cutter just so it doesn't stick. And then you're just gonna like kind of twist.
Oh. Super easy. Okay, so this and then.
See, you're
Mom,
pro.
look, I can
Is
feel
that therapeutic?
the perfectionist tendencies are coming through right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't waste any of the dough. No, literally, my tia, she's a baker herself.
Oh,
Makes a lot of cakes.
She knows how, what hard work it is, right?
Yeah, secondhand.
Yes.
Did you realize that you were going to serve the community? Was that ever a goal, an aspiration of yours?
I don't think that we ever thought that we would be such a deep part of the community. Like, it's super cute and sweet when we're out doing an event and then somebody's like, oh my gosh, Zombee Donuts, I've been there before. Oh, I know exactly where you are. So I don't think that that is something that we thought was gonna come with opening a small business. I think, like I said before, I thought that we would be like the college kids' place. Once like families started coming in and like creating those memories with them. Yeah, I did not anticipate that. And I love it.
The cherry on top of
Yes.
your like Zombee donut.
Yes.
So I'm assuming these donuts aren't vegan?
No, but we do have vegan donuts.
Exactly. So
Yes.
you have vegan donuts. What inspired you to start creating vegan and vegetarian options?
So on the next street over, she is now my daughter's, one of her best friends. Their family is vegan and they've only ever been vegan. Like they don't know anything else. So this little girl, like her mom would bring her every week and be like, do you guys have vegan options yet? Do you guys have? So literally her name is Harper and she is the reason why.
Thank you, Harper.
Yes.
This is community influence. When people are like, be an influencer, it's like, no. You just have to bug the local donut shop enough to get your way.
Yes.
What are some challenges that you have faced here at Zombee Donuts? It is a small business. It's your own. You've been here a decade. What have you faced?
Right now we just struggle with like crazy prices. You know, the buckets of chocolate that we used to buy that were $50 are now like almost $200. It's like insane. I also know like we are a donut shop and of course people want to stay healthy. The beginning of the year is always a rough time for us.
You know,
everybody's on their diets.
Literally.
Yes. Usually by Valentine's Day we get them back,
Yeah.
or Super Bowl Sunday or anniversary. People will be in here for a free donut. So that's always a thing. October is our best month. That's usually not a challenge. Usually the challenge is can we clone ourselves and just be here 24/7. But the political landscape, it's hard. I mean, you know, I'm Mexican. I'm, you know, proud to be Mexican, and just if an employee looks a certain way, being scared to come into work, like that is devastating to me. It is a privilege that I don't like feel like I need to carry my birth certificate around. Like, but you know, if somebody like is feeling unsafe and they do, and you know, they don't want to go out, they don't want to walk on the street, they don't want to come to work, like that's hard. Like that's so hard. I'm first generation, you know, like my dad is from Mexico. My dad is brown. You know, he's darker than me, and that definitely affects our community. That it makes me sad. That's a really hard political climate to just live in for anybody, and that does affect businesses everywhere.
So you do have other employees. About how many of you all come together for the donuts, the donut creating?
How many bakers do I have? I have
Yes.
4. I do have one who only works one night a week, which is kind of like my fill-in when any of the other ones go on vacation. But she's been with me for 9.5 years.
Ooh, loyal.
Yeah.
You really do have a zombie family here.
Yes.
You really, really do.
They're stuck with me. It's kind of like however long it took is however long it took. I didn't everybody kind of learned at their own pace. Not everybody knew the United States measuring, you know, how we use ounces and we don't use grams. And so doing all the math, I think, was probably the hardest. They just become a part of our family because honestly, we care. When we first opened, I told my husband, I told my mom, I was like, I'm not going to trust somebody to just come in and make the donuts and I don't have to go in. How is that ever going to be possible? And that's exactly what happened.
I wanted to ask how you feel that your heritage, being Latina, influences your business.
I know the way that I was raised is, you know, you work harder than everybody else, kind of. I started working when I was 15. As soon as I could, I wanted to work. I was working at the front desk of the hotel because I was in the hotel, the ROP, hotel restaurant management. And I was like, I hate working at the front desk. I want to be in the kitchen. And I remember I worked in the kitchen, and it was actually a cook who worked with my mom. So it was like, he's been a cook forever. He wouldn't talk to me. He didn't talk to me for the first month. Me training was just him watching him because he was Machista, and he didn't want to teach this 15-year-old girl how to cook. But then I was his favorite person, and he denied that he ever treated me like that. As a part of my culture and the way it's been ingrained is you work hard and that's going to pay off. I know my dad always wanted me to go to college and I felt like a disappointment when I didn't go. School was not really my thing. I was I'm a very hands-on person. So I also know he was very proud when we opened our doors. Him and my husband are the ones who helped. This used to be a nail salon, not that you could ever tell, but they helped redesign the whole thing, and they did all the construction part of it. And I know when we opened the doors, he was super proud. He talks in rooms that I'm not in about how amazing he thinks I am, and that I'm passing that on to my kids.
Why do they do that? Why do the parents do that?
I don't know.
They won't say it to your face,
No.
but you know that they're saying it to everyone else in the family.
Yes. That's the American dream, right? It's so many immigrants come here and then they want their kids to be successful. They make those sacrifices. My mom and dad worked really hard and continue to work hard. And so I think that that's a huge part of my culture is just, I would never give somebody a job that I wouldn't do myself.
As someone who does not bake, what is proofing?
So it's, I don't know if you can feel, it's a little bit warm in there.
Oh, yes.
So it's kind of activating the yeast to rise a little bit. That's what makes it fluffy.
Yum.
Yeah, because
Yum.
we need to raise donuts to be fluffy. They're a little bit fluffier.
Ooh,
okay. Drop them in.
okay.
And with raised donuts, you flip them right away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at you. You're fine.
I feel like if you look at my hands, it's really awkward and not graceful at all.
You are totally fine.
And you know what?
You're doing great.
Fake it till you
Honestly.
make it. Not as bad as I thought.
No, not as hard as you thought, or
both.
yeah,
Hard or hot?
Oh, you're all of it.
All of it.
Yes. I feel like you should sugar a donut.
I should sugar a donut. So I twist it around. Do I do one of these or no?
Yeah.
I do one of these.
You can also grab some and just put it on all the little missing parts. Because God knows we want sugar on every little piece.
God knows we do.
Yes.
America has a sugar problem and it's fine.
Work at a donut shop, yeah. Unfortunately, yes.
How do you feel that our heritage as Latinos has combined with horror to inspire your business?
I don't know. I just feel like our culture is everywhere now, no? I feel like I cannot think about it right. What cinema theater it is right now. We
Frida?
did a couple events. Yes. So we've done a couple events there because they do like horror nights. We've gone and taken donuts. When I've gone there, it's mainly Latinos there. Like, you know, those are the ones who are showing up for like fun experiences and doing that, and they're out in the community, and like I love it. We as Latinos just enjoy like a good scary movie, right? Like some scary stuff. Like I think that's just incorporated also in our culture, right? La Llorona, like
Chupacabra, all the
Yes.
things. Zombie Donuts?
yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this first one, so you tested first,
Yes.
and this is the calavera. Did piping come naturally to you?
No.
No.
Do you want to do one?
I can try.
Yeah.
I can try. I'll make my tia proud.
Yes.
You do a little eye. This is like the
I love
slowest.
it.
Okay.
Get crazy colors and
Okay.
see, this
I can
is
choose
just
any
like,
color?
It's all you, yeah.
Oh, we're going pink. Oh,
I like your green and pink theme.
Thank you. I was trying to make her girly pop. The nose is a bit of a mess, but you know what?
These are great.
She got a botched nose job. It's okay. It's all.
I'm not gonna make you laugh. No laughing. Not allowed.
This is very skinny. Okay, so you did another layer. Okay.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I would like to
Your
thank.
Theo will be very proud.
For this season, we're really trying to highlight all of the Latino excellence that's in our community and all around us because it's really important, especially given these times.
Mm-hmm.
What advice do you have for Latinos with big dreams?
Do what you love. You know, if it's a class, if it's starting a business, if it's, you know, going off and exploring something that maybe is not something you know your family or your parents are excited about, but like if you're passionate about it, people are going to get passionate about it. I do think that it's so important that our culture is present in every aspect. And how are we going to do that if we're always going to stay in our lane? I feel like so many of us suffer from like imposter syndrome, where we're like, we feel like we don't belong, or we're not supposed to be in the room that we're in. We're supposed to be there. We're supposed to be there for the younger generation to be there.
You can't give to others if you don't give to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I say like as a culture, I feel like we tend to like care for the other person before we got to put on our own masks so we can help other people put their masks on. Like we just have to think about like what we're passionate about and what's gonna serve us, so then we can help serve others.
And it can be a zombie donut.
It could be a zombie donut. Yeah.
A sugar donut.
Yes. A sugar donut.
A calavera donut.
Yes. I know. Yeah, it could be all of that.